gonna continue. Alright, we just finished one of the side stories, the Tens of Dreams, so we're gonna repeat the day. Repeat the 3rd grade. We're going to school. Skip. And then we're going straight to school. Wait a minute, what? Whoa! But even if I decide to go to school, I have 2 choices. I can go with Akiha or go alone, hoping to meet someone new. If I'm with Akiha, then I definitely won't meet a new person. Then what should I do? You want to go alone, right? Who is this? Oh. You want to go with Akiha. I'm like, who is this new person? Never mind. I guess we can go to school with Akiha. And then, what do? Maybe I'll drop by the courtyard. I'll stop by the courtyard. I still have time, and the fresh air will be refreshing. As expected, the air in the courtyard is fantastic. Most students go straight into the main building from the gate, so the inner courtyard is empty most of the time. Space of solitude. When I'm there, I can enjoy a moment of peace and watch the students going to school like a parent. While I'm thinking such unnecessary thoughts, something comes out of the grass nearby. It's Len! A cat. Hey, maybe you're thinking like me. Let's enjoy this together then. I motioned to the cat with my fingers. As if disinterested, the black cat turned his head and curls up. Man, you're picky, aren't you? Well, I guess cats are like that. Begging and pleading with this ends with only drive away the cat. So regrettably, I can't do anything. Well then, I'll just be patient. I sit on the bench and blankly stare at the clock. It's not good to force something. I should be happy that a cat who acts like a high-class Ojo-sama is with me this morning in the inner courtyard. I should be punished for wanting anything more than that. The black cat seems disinterested. It still looks at me from a serene position on the road without any dislike. Looking at the scene alone creates a peace of mind. You're from a classy family, huh? You have an aura of calmness and softness or something. I want to pet it. But I shouldn't. It wouldn't be good to ruin this moment of peace when we're both enjoying. I watch the cat on the road. The cat watches me on the bench. There's more than enough. It's time already. The black cat seems surprised at the school bell. It looks at me once and disappears into the grass. Well, I'll be back to my nest too. I hurriedly stand up from the bench. My nest should be class 2-3 classroom, full of my classmates. Alright, dang. Alright. So what do we do now? We'll just eat peacefully in the courtyard. I go to the inner courtyard for lunch. I need to have strong will to fend off Arihiko what's that word? Provocation. I know what that word is, but I forgot what it sounds like. But before that, you want to eat with Akiha, right? Since we walked to school with Akiha, might as well. No, I must be swayed by on a whim moment. I quietly buy some bread. Hey, what did I choose? I have lunch in the courtyard. Decided I'll also have bread today. Whoa. What the fuck? wait. Did I say eat with Akio or nah? Alright, whatever. We'll go with the flow. Oh, we're connected somehow. Oh, then let's quickly choose the bread and eat it. Arihiko hurries out into the hallway, as if to indicate that happy things should be done quickly. Why is he so energetic? Tilting my head in confusion, I step out of the class as well. Wait, does he not have Nanako anymore? Because whenever we try to eat bread with Arihiko, he always ditch us. Akio-chan! Did you wait long? When I arrive at the courtyard, the weird guy next to me shouts. Arihiko swishes his arm around and heads towards the grass field and close by a fence. And in that direction is one female student. Oh, you came with Inoue-san today, Nissan. Akiha greets me and Arihiko. Watching that, I suddenly feel uneasy for no reason. Of course. I'll bring your Nissan who follows the wind. If you leave him alone, you don't know where he'll escape off to. Yes. Thank you for bringing my troublesome Nissan. I depend on you during lunchtime from now on, Inoue-san. Oh, that'll be easy. But did you hear Tohno? She said she'll depend on me. Depend on me. I don't get why he's so happy, but Akihiko rolling around in the grass. Nissan? What is it? You kept silent until now. No, it's nothing. I just thinking that it's a little unusual for you to be here. Does that mean you feel weird if I'm here? No, how can that be? We always part in the morning, promising to meet up later. It's been a year since you transferred to our school, so that has become a daily routine. I calm myself down and try to get rid of the weird feeling. Right, this is normal scenery. Recently, it's become standard for me. Akiha, Akihiko, who tags along daily, and CL Senpai to have lunch together. Oh? Keeping your promise from the morning? Now that is weird. I thought it was just a formality and didn't expect you to fulfill it. Of course, if something else come up, that would be my first priority. But today, coming here was the most important thing. I'm happy you say that. To me, lunch with Nissan and Inoue-san is very important too. Akiha says that as she smiles softly. Maybe it's because of the sunlight, but when the three of us are eating lunch together, Akiha feels more like a girl of her own age than at the mansion. Alright, let's eat! Eat! And so the boy who was roaming around everywhere returns. Why are you two so quiet? It's bringing down the mood. Idiot, even though I might be able to tolerate your enthusiasm, Akiha can't. This is normal for us, unlike for the Inoue siblings. Really? Tohno pretends to be quiet back home too, Akiha-chan? Yes, he controls his real self with rationale. But he does seem to relax a bit more and surprise those around him from time to time. For example, he climbs a tree outside his room and escapes at night. Compared to that, Nissan's at school really is an exemplary student. What? You're still doing such horrible things? You have it good. You have Akiha-chan and the beautiful maids. Akihiko laughed, even though I don't know what at. Well, that's that, but the punishment I get from Akiha and the others are extremely fearsome. I'll tell you this, I'm not the one pretending to be quiet, Akihiko. Oh, I didn't expect to hear that. Oh, I never lost my temper in front of you, Nissan. Really? Yes, really. Akiha smiles refreshingly. She seems to be saying that since she's pretending to be quiet and shy all this time, her real anger would be ungodly. Ha 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 ha. What? Tohno family isn't too different from mine. We seem like siblings. Akihiko hits back twice. My back twice, with enthusiasm. I agree, but there is one crucial thing that's different between us. I'm telling you, it's a little better on your side. Huh? Is that so? Right, that's... You have an Onesan, and I have a younger one. Akihiko immediately stops his laughing and frowns. Right, that seems troublesome. And says that with sincerity from the bottom of his heart. Wait, why is that bothersome now? What's the difference? Is it embarrassing to have your younger sister take care of you? I guess, right? Because remember, Akiha pay all the bills. While Ichiko, she pay all the bills too. But the difference is, I guess, you know, she's the oldest, but Akiha's the youngest. Ah, that's pretty believable. And apart from that, someone heard the cry of a cat in the tea room. Is that so? That isn't good. I thought that rumor circulated only among the first years. Akiha flinches as if she's really upset about the news. Really? Why are you pretending to be scared? Even though you really aren't. Nya. Wait a minute, what? Who said that? Is that Ark? Where's Ark? Seriously, I want to say that there's a monster cat over here too. Nissan? What are you muttering to yourself? If you want to say something, why don't you say it clearly? I was just thinking that I know many types of monster cats myself. You You mean the monster cat of the detached building? What's that? The monster cat at the detached building. Oh, what is it? A ghost story? The enthusiastic guy happens to enjoy ghost stories a lot. No, it's okay if you don't know about it. It's a boring story, and it's not proper to tell the weird stories of the Tohno family in front of Inoue-san. Aren't ghost stories bad for the reputation of the household? What? Don't worry about it. You and I don't need to feel any uneasiness, Akiha-chan. No, but it scares me to tell the story, so I'd rather not. And she shivers again. It's definitely acting. Well, I don't think any fool would fail for such acting, however. You stupid idiot. He never made a face like this before. Scared Akiha-chan, scared is cute, too. I want to kiss her. Kiss. Are you an idiot? Nissan, wasn't that a little dangerous? Akiha, who was about to be pushed down by Arihiko, worries about the knocked out idiot more than about herself. Huh? That high kick just now. Did it hit a weak spot? Hey, Arihiko, don't play around. If you pretend to be dead, I won't show sympathy, and Akiha won't play nurse either. Damn, what the hell did Tohno kill him? Arihiko doesn't answer. But looking at his twitching fingers, one cannot deny that it is a pretty realistic act. Nissan? Could Inoue-san be really knocked out? I just thought that too. Dang. It's just like the anime from last season. Which one? The two of us look at each other without a word. So my conclusion, although not spoken, was correct. Then I'll start heading back. Nissan, you should hurry back to your class too. Akiha hurriedly departs. No, escapes. She placed the responsibility on me just like that. Then there's only one thing I must do. Oh, and that? Arihiko. Alright. I'll contact the infirmary later, so nap as much as you want. After saying that loudly enough for the other students around to hear it, I leave the scene like Akiha. Dang! Forgive me, Arihiko. I'll definitely tell the nurse that Inoue-kun has fainted in the inner courtyard. Dang, he just knocked him out and left? Alright. Dang, Shiki. I thought he punched him. He high kicked him. Wow. Go straight home? No, not that one. I must attend class diligently. I wonder if he gotten stronger, right? Since the fight with the vampires. Because, you know, him, Arihiko, likes to play fight a lot, right? Punch each other. Maybe he forgot his own strength and accidentally kicked him too hard. That's probably what happened. Did we went to school? I hope I did. Then we go straight home. Skip. Go home, Akiha. Oh yeah, that's when she said no. She's going with the school festival. So we're going to visit Akiha's room. Alright. Now that I remember, Akiha should be back too. It's stupid to just lie in my room. I go visit her. What I'm saying is that the tea house near the main road is bad. The prices are high, but the tastes and costumes are subpar. I understand about the prices, but why do you include the costume as a point of contention, Nissan? I mean, I wonder if they're even properly laundered and stuff. Doing my best to bury the matter, we end our conversation on the tea house. Akiha gotten this worldly and now nitpicks on every small fault. An hour since I came to Akiha's room. We keep on talking casually. Since the conversation has no substance, we both become overly relaxed. If I'm not surprised, Akiha now would be the time. Akiha. What is it, Nissan? This is, your class is doing that for the festival, right? Yes. The plan is a ghost house. We got lucky in picking out the ghost house out of the lot. She falls right into my trap. Even though I'm elated, I can't believe she fell for it that easily. So Class 1A is doing the haunted house. I got some good info. You dumbass, why would you say that out loud? Excuse me. He's teasing her, that's why. What? You tricked me, Nissan. I don't like the sound of that. You said it first, but I think you would fall for it so easily. I'm not mad or anything. You'll find out tomorrow anyway. I'm really not mad at all. She puffs her cheeks. Lies beget lies, tricks beget tricks. I still have more information to extort out of her. I would bet so. You're hiding what's doing right. Excuse me. I would bet so. You're hiding who's doing what, right? The haunted house is all about wearing costumes, and not so much about scaring others. You talk like you know firsthand. Do you have experience with it? Yes, we did a haunted house my freshman year too. Well, Akihiko did his part so ardently that we were forced to stop in the morning. The Inoue Dake children kidnapping is an event that will forever remain the annals of the student government. What did he do? What the hell? But it has nothing to do with our current story. Well, that doesn't really matter. So Akiha, you're dressed up too, right? What are you going to be? Personally, I think a younger Akiha would definitely fit the image of Shiki Tohno, the child-shaped monster living in the old houses. Nissan, I'm not obliged to answer all that. I don't want to be tricked again, so I'm exercising my power to silence you. She turns her back on me. I take back what I just said. Akiha can't pull off the cute Shiki Tohno. Then, I know, a snake woman. Excuse me? It's a Nekomata. She answered succinctly. A Nekomata is a two-tailed cat monster that eats its owner and assumed the owner form. She didn't freeze this. This is satisfying. This is payback for all the mean things you said to me. I am overjoyed. No, that's not it. Dang, you look sad. I don't like Nekomatas. So I'm going to ask to change the rules on the day of the festival. Does she really not like Nekomatas, or is she keeping the rules secret to the day? To pitifully let down. Maybe I overdid it. Don't worry about it too much. Even though you've been found out, people will still like it when you dress up as a ghost. It happens to me too. Well, they kind of ridicule me too. But besides the point. Huh? You were a ghost too? Yep, I nod. So what did you dress up as specifically? She moves closer to me. But it's been more than a year, and it's something I really want to forget. So it'll be troublesome this interests her so much. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. You'll definitely find it boring. I'll be the judge of that. You tricked me, but keep your own silence. That's low of you, don't you think? And she comes even closer to me. You're persistent. Why do you want to hear it? Maybe it's understandable if it's a girl, but a boy? It's gotta be something pathetic and humiliating. Or do you want to make fun of me? I glared down at Akiha. No. Definitely not that. But I was just wondering what you look like. Come on, bruh. Just tell Akiha. Akiha love you the most. Might as well tell her, right? She murmured softly. Damn it, with that face, how can I refuse? Tea kettle monster. Huh? Nissan, what was that? I said, tea kettle monster. Tea kettle monster? Does she really not know? Excuse me, Nissan, but what sort of monster is that? It's what it sounds like. A 2-meter tall tea kettle. All it does is hang down from the tree in the forest. And it's in a Mr. Mizuki Encyclopedia of Monsters. Research it if you want to know more. Tea kettle? Kettle hanging from a tree? She plummets into confusion. Yeah, there's supposed to be one hanging down from just about every tree. It would feel really weird. Well, maybe not nowadays, but back in the old days, no one made really big tea kettles. Even one would have been enough to scare people. What's that? A real costume? How could it be? I just wore a big stuffed kettle doll. Got some cars underneath. Hung down from the fitness machine and rode down the hallway. Ha! Damn, he was rolling through the hallway. Nice. Top speed. Although it evolved into a bambukucha kettle. A bambukucha kettle is a raccoon transformed into a teapot. But that's a story for another day. A pot after a kettle monster. Are you mocking me, Nissan? I'm serious. If you think I'm joking, go check out the Student Government Festival regulations. It strictly prohibits tea kettle monsters along with monster mushroom. Also, any pot that uses the aforementioned things. Oh, I actually remember that regulation. Akiha seems to accept, but not wholly. But she can't do much about it. And then silence. We dumbly wait for dinner in a weird atmosphere. Nice, that was a cute bonding with Akiha. So how are we going to end the day? We're going to do something that I'm forgetting. That's how it ended. And then that's it. Repeat again. That's day 9. Okay. Repeat again. Repeat again. Hey, why do I keep getting this? Am I getting loot? What the hell? This said there was like 300 messages. Oh shit! I have to do this. I think it's a birthday. Remember they said that some messages are special. September 9th? Hold on. No, I think it's Len's birthday, that's why. I don't know when's Len's birthday. Okay. 1 year ago. I don't know if this is exactly 1 year ago, but it's her birthday, dude. Oh, that's why. You get something different every time. But if it's a special day, like September 9th, it's her birthday. Alright, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. That's cute. Alright, I guess that's all we're gonna get. I was born today. That's what she means, I was born today. Is it done? There we go. Happy birthday, Len. I'm gonna say every time I see this. Happy birthday. Alright, let's begin day 10. I just thought, you know, I just had a theory. What if in a Melty Blood trailer, there's a Melty Blood trailer dropping today. If they drop Len, that'd be kind of OD. Because it's her birthday today. Nah, they wouldn't. It's gonna be someone else. I already know. The roster got leaked, so. Alright, let's start day 10. I'm going straight to school. Do you like Korean Coomer game trailer? Oh yeah. It was the PlayStation thing. No. I'll be honest. It didn't look that appealing to me. I don't really like I like JRPGs more. Action games are cool, but it has to be like really cool to me. Let's see. We're going to school now. I think my favorite thing from the PlayStation thing was Borderlands. I think I like Borderlands the most. Because Borderlands 2 was my favorite game. Probably of all time. I really like that game a lot. I spent most of my PS2 life cycle. Because like my first multiplayer game, technically. No. It's my first whatever, fuck it. I just really like Borderlands 2. It's one of my favorite games. And even though all the other Borderlands suck, right? Like Borderlands pre-sequel, I think that sucks. And Borderlands 3, I think that sucks too. I think the only good Borderlands game is 1 and 2. Right? 1 mostly for the randomness, honestly. The RNG, weapon RNG. And 2 because I like everything about 2, right? Gameplay, weapons, story, voice acting, everything. Everything about 2 was cool. Even some of the side quests was cool. And the DLCs were really cool, so. I'm excited for the Borderlands game, even though I'm going to be disappointed, like pre-sequel and 3, but yeah. Am I going to play the new God of War? Yeah, obviously. I played the previous one, so I'm playing the new one too. And the new Star Wars remake game is going to be sick. Tokyo Ghostwire is sick. God of War is sick. The new Borderlands game is sick. There was more. It was pretty cool. I'll go over at the end of the stream. I'll go to Naibo Twitter, and then we can look at it at the end of the stream. The PlayStation conference thing. Alright, I'll go to school. Even though I said that Akiha's school is Asagami, so we can't possibly go to school together. Akiha uses the car to go to her school in the next town. I walk 30 minutes to my school. I leave the mansion before Akiha. Shiki-sama, did you forget anything? He sort of surprises me with that question. Huh? No, I think I have everything. I open my bag to check the contents. Writing utensils, student ID, notes for today, and then the hidden knife. I don't think I can forget anything. I'll be back later then. I might come back late, so don't worry about too much. Yes, it must be cultural festival preparations. If you decide to sleep over anywhere, please give me a call. I want Hisue to go to school, bruh. I want to see Hisue in a school uniform. Is that too much to ask? I mean the maid outfit. But she wore the same outfit the entire main game. I want to see her in a school uniform. Okay then, I'll see you later. I turn away from the cautious Hisue and trod downhill. Cautious. After coming down the hill, I passed by the residential area and arrived at the main road. At this time of road, which connects to the train station, is unbelievably crowded. Morning rush hour seems to be the same everywhere. Everyone trots along busily. Even though each person's movement seems chaotic, there's a certain order to it. Each person is securing his own route, like in a school of fish. And then there's one outsider. The one in school uniform looking at the blank... What? School uniform? Looking at the road blankly is none other than myself. I took the wrong street. Really? What was I thinking? The shortcut to school takes me to the intersection from the residential area. Coming to the main road is a huge detour, but the one point about this route is that it avoids the intersection, meaning the chance of meeting Arihiko drops very sharply. That might be worth the detour. But but wow. The crowd here is nothing to laugh at. The crowd overflows. Each one of them is unfamiliar to me. I probably don't know 1% of the crowd. They pass me by. It doesn't really matter, but if there's at least one person I know, then it would have been worthwhile to have come this way. Whoa, it's Len. Huh? There are my eyes manufacturing. Hey, happy birthday, Len. I always have to say that whenever I see her. Today's like September 9th, so I'm always going to say happy birthday to Len for the rest of the day. Just because. Just now. Someone. Happy birthday, Len. Oh, man. What's there? Looking. This way. There's a countless number of people, but among that chaos is an unfamiliar girl looking this way. Unfamiliar girl? Don't be stupid, Tohno. You know that girl. But you just forgot, so you think she's unfamiliar. The unfamiliar girl looks this way. Why does that catch my attention so much? Is it because she's haunted between the crowds? Or is it the eye-catching black clothing? I don't know. But just the fact that she's staring at me, my heart warns me of danger. You. I try to speak to her, but I'm too far away. I have to get close to talk to her, but my legs aren't moving. The girl is gone. Maybe she dissolved into the crowd, but I can't even feel her looking at me now. I lost her again. I catch myself getting mad at myself for no reason. But during all this, time hasn't stopped running. I gotta hurry. It's about 15 minutes from the main road to school. How unfortunate. The fact that I woke up early for once has no meaning now. Dang, we met Len. So that was the mystery person? I thought it was gonna be Ark. But Len's cool too. So today's the 10th day, right? I'll go straight to class. Alright. Hey, is the game frozen? Oh, I'm about to say hello! With or without energy, I don't know, but I go into the classroom. None of the girls are present. I feel the boys are in the middle working on something. Ooh, reinforcements! One of the boys, who was scrunched over, gets up. He's the ace of the judo club, Kusuyoshi Yoshinobu-kun. Ah, who? Who is it? The members of the mysterious gathering look up, following the examples of Kitsuyoshi. What? It's Tohno. He seems to have a lot of free time. Hey, you came early, Tohno. Wait, then you're saying I have a lot of free time too? No, we can't lead this up to the non-artistic farce. No, what am I hiding? I even won a bronze medal in elementary school. It's not that I have free time. It's just, we're weird. And the girls are so cold. What? Hey! I thought I told one of you to keep Inoue quiet. No. Because only a sports club member can hold him down. He gets to do the dirty work. If that's your logic, then Tohno can't go either way, since he's neither athletic nor artistic. No, I don't remember being that lucky. I answered the last question and sighed. These kids are fantastically out of control, including Kitsuyoshi. There were 6 rowdy guys armed with paint and markers. What? I was wondering what 5 or 6 grown men doing, and all you guys are doing is making a weird sign? I told you to leave the coloring to me. I'll show you the talent of the disregarded Inoue Arihiko. It will be as if you were dreaming. So says the class delinquent, tied up with a pink paint bucket in one of his hands. Then you had to die, no? Geniuses only get recognized after they die. A munching sound. In one corner of the classroom is a silhouette of the figure resembling a rice cake. Takara-kun looks like he has nothing to do but eat his bread and watch the raggedy group of males. Alright, my beautiful calligraphy. The next famous line of the century. Let's see. Panda eats a bamboo and drinks a ball. Arihiko. What? Arihiko's running nonsense again. Stop him! Stop Inoue! Definitely feels like a dream. Alright, it's perfect. It's on par with Hokusai. No one would think it's a mere cultural festival sign. I know Hokusai. Sadly, I know her from like Fate Grand Order. Damn, bruh. How uncultural can you be? Very uncultural. No, it's not even a sign. That's enough. Snap out of your dream. Dang! With a crash, Arihiko goes airborne. I watch him fall over in slow motion and know that it was a critical hit. Erase it with white paint! Hey Tohno, if you're free, help! We have to finish this by homeroom! The loud voice of Kitsuyoshi really suits his big body. It'll probably reach the next classroom, but maybe even the one next to that one. Alright. I roll up my sleeves and join the group. I'm going to bother you even if you hadn't asked. But weren't you doing something else yesterday? Yeah, that got scrapped pretty quickly. Oh, but we made it pretty well. Even the student council thought it was good. Well, the thing is, there was this idiot who wanted to brighten it up with red paint. Cause Yoshinobu is complaining. You think that idiot is Arihiko? Really? I realized why Arihiko's here so early in the morning. He's here to get punished. Kitsuyoshi, what are you going to do with this? If we're to attract customers, then we'll have to use one style. Tsunuwa-kun, who seems to have the most artistic talent of the group, speaks. And to think he's in the same judo club as Kizuyoshi. I wouldn't know much about it. That's nice. Tohno, what do you think? If it's Shiki-kun, then I'll trust him. So, how do you want to use us to end this? Maids? Or aprons? Why are you asking such a pointed question? Soon? Iwai-kun just has an expression, just seems to say, I wonder why that is. Well, it doesn't matter much, but if you ask, I think the apron's better. It has a more settled feeling. Haha, so it's true that you like the Japanese style. Kusunuwa-kun happily moved his brush up and down. The drawings are left up to him, and we decide to do the letters. Well, I like maid uniforms too. I like them too. Takuichi got good taste, dude. He likes maid uniform. Hey, you know that Takuichi has a lot to do with Type Moon, right? Apparently they have board meetings and stuff too, right? That's how they decide on the H scene on Fate. So Takuichi have a lot of decision making in the stories. So when they were remaking Tsukihime remake, you think Takuichi's a big fan of Kobayashi Maid? And you think he's the one reason they got Toru for Kohaku? That's Kohaku's new voice actress. She's Toru from Kobayashi Maid, the dragon. I wonder if that's because of Takuichi. I hope they do an interview about that. Man, I wish I could interview them myself. So I'll ask the real question. How did you came to the decision of having Toru as the VA for Kohaku? What's your thought, Takuichi? Alright, let's get back to it. I got off topic, my bad. Homeroom starts. The class is lively, like on a midsummer day, and feels rather different from the usual studious aura. Now that I think about it, today is the cultural festival. No, it's the day of the cultural festival. Okay. Right! It's the day of the festival! A shock enough to bring down the whole school. Oh, you're so energetic in the morning, Tohno-kun. And they're approaching Inoue Arihiko. The fact that he's here this early means that it's a special day that comes once a year. The day of the cultural festival that frees the whole school. No, I'm surprised. I completely forgot about it. Really? Well, I thought about it myself only in the morning too. Ha 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 ha. The strange duo laughs together. And the other 38 classmates who stare. Let's give up, Arihiko. If we say such idiotic things, we'll be cast aside. Right. We didn't even help out that much. Forget it. Don't include me in your category. I did various things. Right, I made the tea house menu, went to the market to buy ingredients, got some costumes, and even assembled a screen for the movie. Oh ho! Just hearing that, I can't figure out what our class is doing. I completely agree to that. Hey, wait! So what are we doing? I asked the whole class. The coach stares again. Hey, Tohno, who do you think was the one who put off the decision off until the last minute? Right? Since you didn't vote, Tohno-kun, we still can't figure out what we're doing. Ha! That's right. Don't fool around with Inoue and vote already. To bring up to date, Tea House 13 votes, costume rental shop 13 votes, mysterious movie theater 13 votes. Oh! I would prefer to have costume rental shop. I think that's pretty cute. So it depends on how you vote. Huh? Really? Wow, that's surprising. Things have gotten out of hand without my knowing. What do I do? They all look fun. But to be specific, I'll choose Runaway Tea House Low Kick. Costume rental and photography. Marvel Phantasm! Oh! Mysterious movie. I want to choose Marvel Phantasm. And plus, before they even gave me the choices, I wanted costumes. I got happy. I was going to choose costume no matter what. But the guide also said costume too. Because honestly, costume is more fun than a tea house, right? Drinking tea is cool, but I mean, whatever, right? And a movie theater, I mean, bro, that's like 2 hours of your day on a cultural festival. Who's gonna do that? Costume, that's pretty fun, right? Just cosplaying. That seems pretty fun. Taking pictures too. We're doing costumes. Probably a costume rental shop. I took the most time to prepare for, and out of the whole school, we're the only one doing it. Although the idea seems to have changed a bit, to the dismay of the girls. Tohno-kun also wants a costume rental shop. No, that can't be. Out of that perverted male. This isn't good. It's not absolute, but I can't easily say that I want to do a costume rental shop. No, man, fuck those girls, bruh. Fuck, man. No! Don't do this to me, game. Since I can't say it, I write it down on the voting paper and turn it in. Thank you. Thank you, Tohno. Alright. The last vote is for costume rental shop. It decided that what's our class would do. Kujihuni Sensei. I'm calling Mr. Kujihuni. Quickly reads the vote. Huh? Tohno, you! Boss and the girls. But I prepared a bit for it. Your true intentions are out. Your enemy of the female kind. Tisk, why he come? Even though he says that he's not interested in the girls, he reveals his true desires now. This is important. I can make good use of it. And Arihiko laughs. In front of me is a line of males congratulating me and applauding me. Bro, I wasn't even thinking about the girls cosplaying. I was just thinking about cosplaying, bruh. Like what? I don't know. Right then. Girls, please change into your costumes. We're expecting a lot of customers, so please decide on the schedule of when each person can take a break. You male students, if even one of you peeks when they're changing, this event will be haunted. So please use your best discretion. Then that's a sensei. Yeah, that was sensei. Kujihune Sensei orders everyone. Huni, whatever. Even though the girls are still complaining, the preparation started. I'm gonna call him Mr. Wow, I never see Kujihune so energetic. Yeah, even though all the boys were against it when costume rental shop was first suggested. It was only after the costume was decided to be maid costumes or hakamas that the girls were against it. Damn! Takuishi the god strikes again. He has a maid fetish. I don't know what a hakama is, but I think a hakama is probably like those kimono things with the big ass bow, probably. Oh no, I think I know what a hakama is. I think it's a really long jacket. Not a jacket, but a coat or something. I guess we'll know when it's there. I hope they show it. They won't show it. All of the collected clothes for rental are. The boys' clothes are electric, and the girls are all old. And the only other thing is the Chinese dress. Those with girlfriends said they'll definitely bring them. Kunihuji, I think he'll remain in the classroom as the overseer. He's easy to read, that Kunihuji. No, I kinda knew it from the beginning since his name resembles Takehuji. I have to look it up. I'm Googling it. Hold on. I'm gonna put a tight moon. I'll put Takehuji. No fucking way. Hold on, let me read this. It's hard to read this. Okay, well, I don't know if this is true. I'm not gonna read it just for the sake of time. But when I Google Takehuji, you could barely see it. It says Takashi Takeuchi. I wonder if Takihuji is another name for Takashi Takeuchi, aka the God of Type Moon. You think it was Nasu? No, it was Takeuchi-sama. Dang, bruh. I knew that was a reference to the Type Moon dudes. Because you know Takeuchi, he loved maids. I'm a fan of them too. It's not so. The original plan was to get cute costumes and take pictures with the girls wearing them, but it seems like the plan has deviated significantly. This is annoying. I'm going to hang out with that. Whoa. I'm going to hang that Tohno once this is over with. After saying such a chilling comment, the girls retire into the changing room one by one. I wonder what kind of maid outfit is it? I hope it's the mini skirts one. Alright. Rock, paper, scissors, paper! A group of paper get thrust out, and the only scissors by me. Huh? Even though I chose it, I'm surprisingly staring at my 2 fingers. What's this? Only Tohno won. How boring. It got decided in 5 seconds. What? We shouldn't have used rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets to take the first break. I told you we should force the boys to work and let the girls take their time off freely. You're saying that because you're the only girl here. Right. Why are all the girls in the class so violent? What? How about you say something cool like, I'll take care of the shop for the day, huh? Ooh, they're fighting. Definitely fighting. The class is too small, even for the students only. If the guests are to come, then the 40 students will have to split into 2. Half of them are behind the screen on standby, and the other half on break. Without the maintenance people, the class is divided into 6 groups. And among the group, only one is allowed to be on break at any time, and the first one has just been decided. Alright. It's been decided, so what are you going to do, Tohno? Right. I'll be out during the morning. It'll be busier during the afternoon, right? I'll come help you then, so take care of it until I return. Oh, you're sacrificing yourself. I want to let some certain idiot girl listen to what you just said. What? I was going to say that too. Hey, don't copy me, Tohno. The one retorting is student number 9, Maijima Sachiko. Sachiko? Who's that? Due to her violent nature, she naturally got the position of the leader of the class. Then I go check out in the other classes. I come back when I feel like it. Oh, go. If you stay here, then that idiot girl will escape first. Agreed. I walk off into the hallway. Wait, Tohno. Go check out the other classes. Then switch with me. I bet everything on today. I just wait back and head outside. I got a break during the morning. But where should I go? Let's go to the first year. Akiha. Where do I want to go? Where am I? Oh, I'm not even this. I'm on day 10. 4th floor? First year. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Damn, this guy knows me. I was thinking 1st floor for Akiha, right? Nice. I get to have everything today. Sweet. I would have chose first year no matter what anyway. Damn, 4th floor. I arrive on the 4th floor. The hallway is lively with kids and their parents, students from other schools, and of course, the freshmen. What? The freshmen are really busy. It stands in front of each classroom, but things such as dolls and advertising exude a desire to defeat all other classes. And that feeling affects the class beside it, and the infection makes it round and round around the whole floor. It's sad. They're probably not used to it. They are the most energetic out the whole school, but they lack skill. They're all lacking in points of interest compared to the juniors who are doing whatever they want to, and the seniors who are doing their best before they graduate. In the corner is class 1G. Out of the 7 freshman class, 2 are doing something normal, like tea houses and game shops. The class in the very front of us is... Nissan! Won't you stop by for a moment? It's somewhat familiar. Wait a minute, what? Male student calls out to me. First freshman class, Monster House. The student who called me has the form of a hunchback. In one hand is portable lamp, oil lamp. It actually looks somewhat authentic. I don't care. But, could you stop calling me Nissan? But Nissan is Nissan. You're Tono-sama Nissan, right? Tono-sama. Akiha, what are you doing in your class? Or maybe it's just this guy who's special. Then, what will you do? As you can see, our Monster House is very popular on this floor. Alright, I'll go in. One student ticket. Alright, Nissan, please follow me. Clang clang goes the oil lamp. It seems like the lamp is made of paper, as expected. But you... Yes? What is it, Nissan? An advice. You made a mistake. A hunchback is not a monster. Huh? Thank you for the advice. Clang clang. The lamp again. This is scary. If it's like this outside, the inside would be. Because employing such an unusual student at this to advertise means that class 1-1 is definitely out of his mind. Oh, fuck. Haunted house! When I step in, I am chilled by the realism. What is this class thinking? Really, what is it thinking? The tires are all changed, the tombstones and warriors abound. They seem to have missed their target. But it seemed to start out as a joke, but snowball into something chaotic, at which point the class fell into confusion. Excuse me. 4 more rooms until the next exit. I rely on the signs written on the monster pocket. This monster house is connected to the empty classroom next door in the balcony. It resembles a maze more than a monster house. End of the hallway. A strategic move to use the open classroom and the entrance of a big classroom. Usually the many permissions aren't granted to one class. And plus, the budgets of one class shouldn't allow this. Shouldn't, but there's a transfer student here with many hidden abilities, so I guess they managed something. My investigation of the monster house continues. Traps hidden by the darkness come out at a very strategic point. A skull hanging by a thread. A guillotine made of paper that seems to really want to kill people. About 20 mummies, of course made of students, lining in the walls of the hallway. A maze that opens up to the balcony immediately after the door, causing the person to almost fall down. A scene depicting a family meal that seems to develop into a cruel and brutal murder scene. And to end it all, there seems to be real insects attached to the bloody corpse adorning the body. The floor. This can't be good for the heart. It makes the visitor more uncomfortable than scared. The concept is definitely off. Especially the hallway with hung corpses lining both walls cannot be called anything but the best. It's dangerous. The designer should have kept his judgment in check. Finally the exit. The sign says exit. It's been 30 minutes since I first came in. I relaxingly opened the door, thinking that it's the end of it. What? Did I come back to the entrance? Now that I think about it, monster houses are designed that way. If I go through the black curtains, I might be able to go out the hallway. Slide. A noise comes through the darkness beside me. Really, they're meant to make the person relax, and then pulls off that last antic. This really was designed seriously. I gulp. It's been very well thought out. The end, even if expected, would definitely be something horrific. Slide, slide. The noise comes closer and stops. It's probably plans to jump out and suddenly surprise me. Since I'm here, I'll let you do your best. Then come! The grand finale! Oh god. It's Akiha. You came, Nissan. I freeze. But it ends here. If you don't want to be eaten whole, then promise to live a peaceful life on your own. Yeah. Yeah. Akiha thrusts both her fists. Like a cat, she shouts. No part of her scares me, but she seems to be in Nekomata. She's so energetic. She seems to really like how she's dressed right now. Hey, you know Nekomatas have 2 tails. I only see one. Where's the second tail? Oh, man. Alright. Are you speechless after the shock now? And she sounds even happier. There are very many shocking aspects, but first off, I had to make a clean kill at the idiot who taught her to speak in such a way. Sorry, Akiha, but can I ask something? Oh, yeah? It'll be useless to beg for your life, but I'll listen, yeah. That's, perhaps. Do you enjoy that? Akiha blinks in surprise. And only then does she seem to realize that I'm frozen out of sheer disbelief rather than terror. Dang, what happened to the red eyes? She's pretty cute too, bruh. I like both. Excuse me. I'm not doing this because I like it. I'm only doing it as a school activity. Really? But despite all that, you were very enthusiastic. Of course. I'm in charge of finishing up, so I definitely had to surprise the visitors. Well, surprise me you did. But that's probably because I'm Tohno Shiki. I'm not sure others will be surprised too. But what? What's with that way you're speaking? All other people definitely ran out scared. Nissan, if you don't know me, you probably would have screamed and escaped. I'll ask. How did the other people react? They were at loss for words and closed their eyes nervously and ran out. I don't know why, but all of them caught once. Unnaturally. I wonder what that means. Akiha thinks carefully after muttering that. Right. No one seems to have gathered up the courage to tell her. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with me. It's you who's weird to fault my costume. Right. Everyone would probably be scared if they weren't me. Right. To celebrate, do that pose again. They merely made that meow sound for you. There you go. Yo, this game likes cats. There's Len. Right, Len's the cat. There's Neko Arc. When they turn Arc into a cat, she has cat ears too. And then there's Akiha. She's also a cat. What's next? Hisue and Kohaku. I'll eat you now. And CL too. See, she's like, she practiced a lot for it. As she takes the pose in an instant. What is it, Nissan? Those eyes. It stabs my heart with regret that I didn't bring Hisue Kohaku-san here. No, it was a good show. So do your best today, Akiha. Wait, Nissan. If you have something to say, then say it straight. Alright. That pose once more. Speak like a man, ya. Sha. It feels more cute than scary. And I coolly escape from the place. Coolly, huh? And so the end of the morning sounds. The festival is half over. After lunchtime, I have to go back to the classroom, be it my choice or not. Then to enjoy it and not regret it later, what should I do? I help the class, right? Yeah, I was thinking that too. Because we did promise, right? The afternoon. And so I ended up helping the costume rental shop Marvel Phantasm. Hey! This is called Marvel Phantasm. I just realized that. I feel like I heard of that before. Are they gonna have magical girls? Am I thinking about that? I don't know why, but it makes me think of magical girls. Firstly, I took the role of overseeing the shop. The shop looks like it won't require much manpower, but the reality is different. The girls are busy helping out the customers, fixing up the costumes, or cleaning up the ones returned. And the boys are also busy in the photography room. Hello, welcome. Could I see your ticket, please? I stamped the back of the tickets with a 2C stamp. The tickets are later collected to determine which class was the most popular at the campfire event. If it's a rental costume, you can wear it in the school. If you wish to take it outside of class, then please return in an hour. If you like a particular costume, there's a photography booth nearby, so please visit that place. I bow and show the guests aside. The shop was low-key in the morning, but in the afternoon, rumors attracted a lot more people. In the planning stages, many complained that it's Tsukihime dictatorship or males are perverted. But once started, the customers are attracted turn out to be mainly girls. Well, that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter, but I can't look inside, so it can't get too interesting for me. Inside, people are talking about such trivial matters, like how there are flowers inside, but some people are pretending to be vines in the hallway, or they're being treated like a general in a secret regiment, or that person went through many things, or such nonsense. Shiki-san! As if it were going to turn out this way. Then I should have helped out in the booth, the photo booth. Holding the mirror and such accessory would be manual labor, but it'd still be better than standing here. Shiki-san! Do I write my name here? Or I could poison Mr. Tsukihime. And then he's out of the picture. I, who sends off free, can rise and reign over what he left behind. What the hell? It would be a nice picture that way. It seems I have to write my last name too. What should I do? Well, Tohno... You can call yourself Tohno. You can say Nanaya if you want, Kohaku. But Tohno Kohaku be okay? Be okay? Ah, damn it. Why'd it get so noisy compared to a while ago? Who cares about the other things like Kohaku or someone who, when one's contemplating the best way to enjoy... Huh? Kohaku-san? Tohno Kohaku should be okay. Here, Shiki-san. Here's the ticket. And she puts down the ticket on the table. The back is filled with stamps. In particular, all of the first year class stamps seem to be present. Kohaku-san! You're here! You should have told me in advance! I would have made time to show you around the school then! I stand up from my chair. No, it's not too late now. We didn't want it. Kohaku-san! I'll get someone to look over the shop for me. I hurriedly take off my overseer uniform. Then, no! Kohaku-san angrily shouts. You can't just give up what you're doing. You have a job to perform, Shiki-san, so you can't simply walk away from it. What's with this conviction? Even though we're about the same age, when Kohaku-san, who takes care of most of the things back at the mansion, tells me so, I feel embarrassed. Right, that's true. Excuse me. But I still strongly want to show you around. Even though my voice gets lower, I do my best to protest. If there's someone who doesn't have a lot to do, and I promise to make up for it later, it should be fine. See? I don't get many chances to spend time with Kohaku-san like today. So even though school is important, you are precious. Let's go. I speak my mind. Oh, I love you too, Kohaku. Thank you, Shiki-san. Your words just now make this trip worthwhile. But still, this and that are totally different. Since you're only a second year, you still have to take care of your classmates. And it's okay to treat them like garbage when I became a third year. Yes, when you became a senior, it's about time for you to become more independent, so you need to concentrate on your studies. But when you're a junior like now, you must be an example to the underclassmen and participate in cultural festivals. That's actually quite convincing. Thank you. She looks so serious that I subconsciously thank her. Alright. But since we said that, you definitely have to let me show you around next year. Oh! I think Kohaku's still my favorite girl, bro. I know I shuffle. Like a lot. Right? This shit shuffles. It's like go to Ayoko, Kohaku, Sasuke, Akiha, Hisue. It always shuffles. But I don't know, Kohaku's godlike. Yes. And when that time comes, we should go to Akiha-sama classroom and cheer her on. She says such ridiculous I speak with blinks with a smile. I just want to get up. Oh, Kohaku. can't get up. Then excuse me while I go into your classroom. It would be nice if there was something like Hisue. The sound of her kimono scraping by sounds refreshing. Even though what Kohaku-san said is true, staying here like this is really boring. When I think that Kohaku-san is inside picking out costumes, I can't help but look inside. And she said something ominous like wanting a costume like Hisue. Then she's going to become another Hisue? But I've seen that many times. It is exciting to think of Kohaku-san in a maid costume, but it's not very fresh. Ooh! The shout comes from the classroom. When I turn my ears in that direction. Amazing! I didn't know there's a girl who would wear that. Oh snap. Is it because of it's called Marvel costume? Marvel Phantasm? Marvel Phantasm, I think I recognize it from Wiki. When I was reading someone's Wiki page. So I think that's probably where. And that's why I connected with Magical Girl. I think that's what Kohaku's probably gonna wear. Amazing! I didn't know there's a girl who will wear that. Or, wow! It fits so well. It is perhaps your real job. Or, hey camera, no, can I request a photo in a photo booth, please? Or, sorry, I need to go to... Let me beat this man ass. What do you need to go to the restroom for, bro? You better not imagine my Kohaku-san. And then, those are heard. What is it? It's definitely Kohaku-san. Well, it is her job, so it won't be too strange for her to wear a maid costume. Even though I say that lightly now, I did get nervous going back to the mansion and seeing Hisue in a maid uniform. Anyone who fell into a panic seeing a healthy female or male student in a maid uniform. It's not so inevitable after you see it for so many times. I forced a complaint out of me as I tap on the table. Shiki-san! The door opens. Kohaku-san. Magical girl? Oh! Oh! It makes fucking sense, dude. I have to show this on stream. Hold on, man. Give me a moment. Shit. Bruh, where's the move list? What did I go to? Hold on. What did I find the sprites of all the movesets and stuff, right? I felt like I found this sprite somewhere, but I don't know where. Maybe I shouldn't put Kohaku. What was that wiki called? Hold on, I'm going through my bookmark. I hope I bookmark it. Gundam. God damn it. Oh, give me a moment. Because if I go to Shio, what the hell? Okay. I hate this. All right. Oh, why is it hentai? Fuck! Okay. Why is this so small? Oh my god, why is this so blurry? Alright, that's better at least. Bro, that's so hard. I gotta find the Sprite wiki in the van. What the fuck's wrong with Bugs Bunny? Oh! Oh my god, bruh! Fucking Bugs Bunny! Alright, so in Melty Blood, I always wonder what the hell that China dress came from. So Kohaku China dress super in Melty Blood is from the Fan Disk, dude. Bro, you think they're gonna keep the China dress in the remake? For some reason she's gonna wear a China dress? Or is she or is that gonna be just left in the past? Because they even got the design right. Look at the China dress design. It has the leaves. Look, it has the leaves on it too. That's so cool. You know, in Type Lumina, that's the new Melty Blood fighting game, the newest one. They kept the China dress. So I wonder if they're gonna keep the China dress in the remake. That'd be tight. Goddamn Bugs Bunny. Report for Bugs Bunny. What's Bugs Bunny doing in the bathroom? What are you doing, Bugs Bunny? What the fuck? God damn it. I gotta save the wiki. I don't remember where I found the sprites at. Fucking A, man. Fuck Bugs Bunny. Man. Look. Anyway, Kohaku China dress, bruh. This is where it came from. It came from the Tsukihime sequel, Kagetsu Tohya. Damn, that's so cool. They kept it too in Type Lumina, the newest Melty Blood. They have to keep it in the remake. They have to squeeze that in somehow. That'd be cool. Look, Shiki-san! It's a China dress! China dress! No. The Kohaku-san looks alike, excitedly shouting things. Kohaku-san! That... Isn't it a little too much stimulation for a teenager? Isn't it cute? I liked it the moment I saw it. I want to take it inside to recheck it. It's not on the level of cute. Kohaku-san, that dress couldn't possibly mean... Right, I borrowed it. Everybody's liking it. See? I really look like a Chinese bodyguard who knows every back alleyway of Hong Kong. I wonder what's that reference. Yeah! And then she puts a kung fu pose. Man, she got the... That's her super, bruh! Dude, that's so cute. Man, that's so cute. If you could... I already showed it in Melty Blood, right? But that's the old one. I can't wait for the new one, bro. I want to see this China dress in action. In HD. Well, if there was someone like Kugamine with a hat besides Kohaku-san dressed in a China dress, it would be very fitting. Well then, I only have an hour with this, so I have to go show it to Hisue. Eh? Wait, Kohaku-san! Hisue's here too! That's no good. I no give you such information. Kohaku, that's racist. Defeat me if you want to know where Hisue. No, I don't think you need to roleplay your character that much. But she's already so into it. Ah, you're pretending to be rather weird Chinese person, Kohaku-san. Excuse me. I know Kohaku. I'm mysterious information seller, Mr. Chin. What the fuck, bro? Kohaku! A female mister. What is this? Your reaction's good, huh? Then I give you hint, huh? What do you think Hisue... What does that mean? Abe, you lunch and walk? Oh! Applause from the crowd. They're saying something like Mr. Chen has information that borders on illegality. Or something. That no matter. I get more information for money. What do you do? Another shout from the crowd. This is dangerous. The world seems to be shaking due to Kohaku-san's black powers. It's okay. I don't think there are any hints. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me finish this. I don't think there's any hints that could be considered at any value. You know, I watch a lot of Melty Blood, and I play a couple hours of Melty Blood. I won't say I play a lot, right? I guess I should say a lot. Hisaway has a move that hasn't been shown yet in the main Tsukihime game. Hisaway! What's it? She said Kisu or Bimu. What did Hisaway say? Hisaway! Oh my god! Bimu! I don't know what she said. I forgot. I gotta see it again. It says super. I want to see that. Hisaway! Bimu! Whatever she said, bruh. That's so cute, man. And then she has the Obento that kills people. So we're probably going to see the Obento that kills people soon. Please snap out of it. When I answer coldly, Kohaku-san look away after giving me a da. Really, Shiki-san, you're too serious. I'll go to the next room then. Right, I'll go to Akiha-sama once more in this dress. Yeah, Kohaku looks great in that dress. I think Kohaku is my favorite girl, bro. I know it's Shuffles, but come on, bro. Kohaku's godlike, even though she's crazy. You know, I've been seeing a lot of Twitter posts about, you know, girls in jail, women in jails. Like, there's one girl, right? She lights somebody on fire, and she went to prison. And then the Twitter comments was like, "I can fix her." I like that. So it's like a weird Twitter page where they just talk about hot girls going to jail or prison because they're psycho. They're psychopaths. Like complete fucked in the head. And I love that every comment, there's always one guy saying, "I can fix her." So whenever I meet a Yandere now in an anime or some crazy chick, I'm gonna say that too. Kohaku's fucked up in the head. I can fix her. I can fix her. I can fix her. Let me be with her. I can fix her. Kohaku-san leaves as usual. And behind her is a line of male students resembling dogs following their master. That's not me. I'm not one of those dudes. I have more respect. The ending ceremony starts. There's a fire in the schoolyard. The music is polka. Students are probably dancing around the campfire in a circle. Leaning on the desk, I stretch myself. The ending ceremony is voluntary, and of course the campfire is voluntary too. And that means that lounging about like this in the classroom and look at the schoolyard is voluntary as well. The rooftop would be pretty full of couples right now, about now, and the one who still feel the festivities are probably in the schoolyard. The fact that I can lounge about like this proves that I really don't have much to do. I don't let out the feeling of festivity still remaining in my body and look at the blazing fire from afar. It's over this year too. It would be a lie to say that I don't feel a little empty. The days preparing for the festival were a festival in themselves. The more those days are enjoyable, the lonelier the end becomes. But this ending was expected, so the days become enjoyable. The end of the dream that definitely comes. Fearing that, I always had this day as my destination. The last of the energy. That's why the campfire burning in the schoolyard is beautiful and without a flaw. There's an end to everything. The days that were always shining and happy, I suppose they exist to prove that the end is flawlessly beautiful. It's burning. The fire is blazing. The bleaches the surrounding darkness, arrange and rises skyward. The many thoughts that end are thus burnt and spread the sky without fail. It dances to the darkness. The fire at the end of the festival is beautiful, like a spirit. I suppose this would do for this year. If I go into that ring, will the festival continue? But here suffices for now. It's nice to look at the festival end, the campfire from afar. That has its own value. I think it allows me to organize things that have been happening up until now. Yeah. Maybe it's because of the fire, but sleepiness suddenly comes to me. My eyes slowly close. The traces of fire are so high up. The long funeral march. In the valley, clean, impeccable people are holding flowers. I imagine such a scenery. My eyes close. In the closed darkness is an orange shadow. The swaying fire will always, without fail, even if my consciousness falls asleep, burn into the sky. Dang, where are we? The sea of wind that passed by the grass field. The swaying green carpet extends even after so many years. So many years. The chair is rocking, and sitting in it is an old man, and under the chair is one black cat. The wind does a polka. There is no hint of people in the grass field. Below this hill, in the village down in the valley, a festival of full moon is starting. Every year, the sound of festival reaches up the hill. She knows that the end of the fall is near whenever she hears the sound. The chair just walks. The old man looks at the sunset. The black cat is looking at the grass field. Below is the fabulous festival of autumn. She doesn't remember how many times she heard it. It doesn't even look that way. It hasn't changed this year either. She just silently looks from afar. And when the festival was about to end, so was her day. Sitting on a chair that doesn't rock or doesn't have anyone, she waits for fall. And so, not even once. She didn't look at the festival, which she secretly respected, and said goodbye to the scenery. Dang, repeat again. Alright. Repeat again. Happy birthday, Len. Watch it, it's gonna be Len's birthday again. Happy birthday, Len. Happy September 9th. Happy birthday. I will always remember you. Alright, that was cool. That was day 10. So, we're going on to day 11.